What's up? Alex O Crypto here. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the Otter Gang. How we all doing? Let's take a look at the price. We got the weekly candle print. We got some things to look at. We got to prepare for this week. We got a couple of things going on. Hope you're all doing well. Which way do we think we're going to go? And let's go up and to the right today. That's kind of my sentiment. Now, we had a very, very, very bullish, in my opinion. Yes, red X, but bullish. We wicked down, came to key levels of support, and bounced back up. Now, we got some news about BlackRock. We got some news about Binance. So these are all very, very positive yet controversial things. So let's look for this week and what it will bring. Now, just taking a quick look, we got Fed Chair Powell's testimony on Wednesday for you guys, Thursday for me because we're in the future here in Australia, and then we have another Fed Chair Powell speech at the end of the week and things like that. So we have things going on. We have Trueflation down at 2.5%. We also have target rate probabilities for the 26th of July. Looks like we probably are getting a rate hike. We're at 73%, but this can change, so we keep you updated on this all the time. Now, getting back to the charts, there's some key things to note before we get into this. Very, very beautiful, beautiful dip down, pop back up. Money flow is curving back up. VWAP's curving back up on the weekly, and we're coming to the zero line looking for a bounce, okay? These are things we're looking at on the weekly. Things to keep note of, okay? We are coming down to key support on the Dixie, which means we could be looking for a bounce here at this 102, which we had marked out on our charts, which would mean downside, for Bitcoin price if we have a bounce here, okay? So we're going to keep our eye on the prize on Dixie and see what happens. Also, S&P, obviously, massive pump on its way up to this 4,500 key level of resistance. Can it drop back down to this 43.31 area that we had, or who knows, possibly back down to 4,200, but we're going to keep an eye for a rejection. This is our next ceiling. Can we blast through like we have been? We're following this channel, and it looks like we're off to the races right now. So can this continue, or can we have a healthy retrace and then a continuation? That would be more likely, in my opinion. Now, also noted, Bitcoin dominance. We are looking at Bitcoin dominance, and we are breaking out on the weekly. Okay, you have seen we've stayed underneath this 48% area. We have consolidated sideways, and we have come back and tested this trend line, and it's like, hey, never mind about this trend line. We're going on up. Our next ceiling is around 52%. So look for this to continue to flip this to support, continue its way along this trend line, and continue upwards. Money is flowing into Bitcoin, okay? Not so much Matic, not so much Ethereum. We've had very big dumps due to the SEC on ADA, AVAX, and Matic, okay? Ethereum needs to hold 1,700 for this week in order to remain to the upside and a continuation upwards. We're going to see what the news brings. We're going to see if anyone else wants to start a Bitcoin ETF like Blackcoin, but let's jump into the charts, okay? So looking at Bitcoin now, you can see that we're curling over and we're turning up on the stochastics, which looks like there's a bit of bullish momentum coming into the markets on the weekly. As we flip down to the 5, the 4, and the 3-day, we're getting a green dot. We're looking for this to print as soon as, let's say, for the 3-day, we're looking for Wednesday. But on the 2-day, it has printed, okay? Stochastic to the upside, very much bullish candle. Can we continue upwards? Now, when we pull up our levels, we can see very simply that we have come back above into our value area low, okay? So yes, we did dip down, but we have come back up, and hopefully we can hold this as support and continue to work our way back up to this point of control. There is a lot of liquidity up here around 20 29,000. Okay, you can see all these wicks here before we dropped into this lower structure. So do the bulls want to come back up and at least grab these guys before we make any decisions on continuing downwards? Okay, the trend is your friend till the end, so follow this trend line, add it to your charts, and make sure to watch. Can we flip this to support and possible get a long entry at this value area low? That's something I will be looking for this week. Okay, now let's go continue with market Cipher and look at the daily. The daily looks bullish to me, coming up to that zero line. I'm going to test it in the next couple of hours. We got 17 hours, so yes, by tomorrow we will have tested the zero line, and we will see, can we continue its way upwards and possibly cross over the zero line. The zero line is really going to dictate which way we're going to go in the next coming days. We're going to come up to it and test it. Can we get rejected or plow right through it onto the upside? We'll have to wait and see. You can see that we were very much oversold, and we're looking to pop up as well. VWAP is pointing downwards, but let's look for a bounce on the VWAP. We talk about VWAP flops. We talk about it holding the zero line, very crucial. So we'll look to target that zero line on the daily. Now, as we flip through into our 18, 16, 14 hour, momentum waves are coming through the zero line to the upside. We are still in the money flow red, but you can see that we are starting to curve over. Now this hump here can simply get bigger, okay? And we can look for some sort of divergence and possibly a red dot to bring us down. So we're going to keep our eyes peeled on that in the next coming hours. We only have 5 hours until we get another printing of this. We'll look for a red dot. We'll look for some sort of notification which can notify us in order to remain to the upside. We have broken market structure here. You can see we're making lower lows, and we have now come back up, crushed this lower high, and we are changing market structure. Does this mean I'm bullish all of a sudden? I'm going to wait for confirmation from this value area low in order to look for a trade. I have not traded this as of yet, but I'm looking for an entry for you guys, and I will get you those levels in just a second, okay? So as we flip through here, let's jump to the 4 hour and take a look at this. Now, money flow has come into the green. We're currently at the 50 area with the stochastics, and this red dot has played out, and it hasn't even brought us down that much. The value area low has held, and we're looking to pop back up, okay? Look for this trend line to be challenged, okay? This 27,000 area is going to be our next level that we need to break through. We can possibly get a rejection here, come back down, and look to fire off along if we come back down to this value area low. We can look to fire off along and target the point of control, possibly the top of that liquidity that we are talking about at 29,000. So let's keep our eyes on the price. Let's look for possible longs, but also we can look for rejections along this trend line as well. If we pull a simple Fibonacci, I'm sure from the top, from here to here, we got a beautiful, beautiful golden pocket coming in right below us here. If we, whoa, my drawing tool is stuck on lock. Sorry about that. Not used to that. But if we come from the top here down to the bottom, we will look for this to work its way up, like it's changed market structure, work its way up, come up to this golden pocket, and possibly get rejected. So my first level will be around this 27,100 area. That zone is where I'll look for a rejection. We'll look for the open. We'll look for everybody to get excited, and then bang, shut down from that area. Also, if we do come down to this area, we know we have this value area low as well. So we will pull from this one up to here. I'm not going to pull from the very bottom. I'm going to pull from this wick down here, which was our second retest of this low, and look for it to bounce off here. So my other level will definitely be around 25,788. So let's go with an even 25,800. Okay, so let's look for that to hold in the next coming day. We'll keep you guys updated. Join us in the free Discord for all the updates, for a great community. We would love to have you. Otter Gang, always free. Everything is there. So let's look for trades within these areas. And bearish case, I mean, we have to hold these lows, right? We're at the value area low. We can see that we're in a very sideways downtrend, but look for this wedge. Everybody's talking about this beautiful wedge. Look for this wedge to play out, right? If we go, let's go from there, and then we can pull it like that. Oh my God. And look, we can measure this, and we can do one of these pattern thingamabobs. Look to trade the levels, look to trade the support, the resistance, the golden pockets, and look for that bounce. We could go back up and test those 31,000 areas if this plays out. I'm not a big pattern trader, but that's always on the table, so let's watch that, okay? We can also see that there is a bit of lows here that we can look to reject this, okay? So overall, we got to play it safe. Make sure that we're watching this trend line. Make sure that we're watching these lows, and hopefully they hold for a continuation to the upside and send us on our merry way. I hope that helps you guys. I hope that keeps you informed. We will get you guys information as it comes available to us. So thanks so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.